Alright guys, I'm about to walk you guys through in detail Probstein auctions that are ending back to back to back for my consignments. So we're going to go through each auction and take a look at it as it goes down to the closing seconds so you can see the bid activity and the price jumps. So if that interests you guys, stay tuned because it's going to be a lot of fun. What is up, YouTube? Here we go. It is auction night. So I really wanted to show you guys what happens after I not only receive my cards, but I also grade them, which I've shown you guys up to this point. But then after that, I really haven't shown you all what happens to my cards. So here we are. This is one of the most exciting nights of my life. That just shows you just how sad and depressing it has gotten. This is what my life has come to. I'm now watching auctions at the end of their run just to see what happens. Honestly, it is one of the most exhilarating times. Just as it's exhilarating to open up a package of graded cards, it is so much fun. I'm super geeked out. I'm super nerdy about this. So I have a lot of auctions that are going to go up for auction tonight. So I haven't really shown everyone my spreadsheets. I will do an in-depth video on this now that I have my new ScreenFlow tool. This makes making videos a lot easier and able to share my screen with you guys. But this is the tool that I use to capture not only what I actually paid for the item, but also the sale price. So as you guys can see, I've got a lot of cards here, a lot of items that are hitting the auction block. And here we have my cost of goods sold and my receivables. So I'm going to show you guys the video that I actually had of this, where I said this is going to be about a $20,000 order that I sent off to Probstein. And the point of this video, again, guys, is did I actually make those projections accurately, or was I off target? So keep in mind, some of these projections were actually pre-coronavirus. So another added element to this is, are cards that I'm selling keeping up on par with demand, but also keeping up on par with previous sales and what I actually projected those sales to be. So feel free to skip ahead if you want to. There's like 4 to 5 minutes left until I get to the block where my cards actually start. Actually, it's a little bit less than that. So we have 2 minutes now, guys. So where am I exactly? I actually want to look at this card just to see what happens, because I have another one that it ends at the same time. All right, so 326. I actually bid on this because so there's some cards I will actually bid on just minimum bids. Like I think I bid 200 on that. So if I won that one, great. I'm going to sit on it, and worst case, I'll sell it at the end of or beginning of the football season. So where am I exactly? I am under Probstein123. He's got a lot of feedback. He sells a lot of cards. So just FYI, I consign just about everything I have through him. And here we go. This is my group of cards that's coming up. Now I have some auctions that are spread out intermittently throughout the night. So it's about an hour's worth of auctions. Feel free to skip ahead. I'm going to chop this up a little bit so you don't have to watch an hour worth of dual commentary. But I'm also going to talk about cards that aren't necessarily mine and basically click on anything that's interesting. But if it's one of my cards, we're going to follow the auction just to see what happens at the very end. So what I like to do in these cases is I like to keep this page unrefreshed. That way you can see what the prices actually are right now. And then whenever I open up each individual item, let's close out some of the tabs. I was actually looking at some of the cards and also Ronald Acuna threads. So I like to see what kind of jumps happen at the last minute. So a lot of people say, well, it's getting shilled. Well, I'm going to show you guys if there are big jumps at the end. It's definitely not me. I'm not the one who's doing the shilling. So I am under my account. I'm under, you guys can't see it, but maybe it'll show up here. So I'm under my account, Bowman's Collection. And we're going to watch these auctions as they happen. And all right, so we have the optic one pulled up. Oh, this is so exciting. and my computer is going to go crazy. So I'm going to try my best to have this not crash my computer. It is a little bit older of a computer. But guys, I'm so excited. You have no idea. You have no idea. This is going to be so much fun. Yeah, no, I'm really nerding out. So some of these you can tell they've jumped up right before I've even clicked on them. So some of these cards won't move at all. All right, that's all I'm going to do right now because my computer is going to go absolutely insane. So let's watch these guys go. So that one, still the same, still the same, still the same. Let's see. Still the same. And sometimes it's hard to see it until the auction price actually finalizes. So it doesn't look like that one moved. That one moved up to 66. That one jumped to 260, 104. Oh my gosh, this is insane. 60, 70, so 39, 33, didn't jump. This one, 37, jumped to 38. So that one's at 102. It didn't look like it moved. This is a 41. And it's jumped to 44, 33. I wish this one would jump. Oh, it's numbered to 50, and it's actually a patch. So I don't think most people know that. I'm going to jump to 38. So I actually lost money on that. 242. All right, this is very, very cool. All right, so just to recap. So I have more cards that are ending that just ended that I can't capture. So that was 99.99. This was 56 to 66. Wow, that was a big jump on this select. So 220 to 260. Man, this is insane. All right, 70 to 104. 25 all the way up to 60. Honestly, I was kind of hoping I was going to get more than that. 61 to 70. Again, a little disappointed in that. That's a little bit lower than my projection. 39, that one didn't move. 33. So 29 to 33 for this one. 37 up to 38. So again, this purple Soto did not move. 33 to 44. 33 to 38. 221 up to 242. Okay, well, we're not over, guys, because I'm going to click on these other ones that also were mine. That way we can actually see where everything ended. And I apologize, I can't click on everything just because my computer is so slow. So these are the last ones of mine. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. And what I like to do is once I've gone through all of mine, I will hit the search button again. Now what that will do is it will refresh the prices, which kind of stinks because I want to keep these prices as far away as possible. But it doesn't look like I have anything that ends any time in the next 9 minutes. So I want to get a good status here, and what I'll likely do is I'm going to chop this video up so you guys don't have to wait. But I at least want to show you guys where my next cards are, and then I'm going to go through these sales that I just had. So let's skip ahead, skip ahead, skip ahead, and I apologize just because it's hard to keep track of where all my stuff is. And sometimes they do a really good job of selling everything at one time. Other times they will chop it up a little bit. I kind of like it whenever it's chopped up. That way I can actually kind of makes my viewing party a little bit longer. You know, it's just what I like to do. Makes the enjoyment a little bit much longer. Build the suspense. So such a freaking nerd. Yes, downvote me to death because I deserve it. This is so bad. This is like terrible. Why is this what my life has become? All right, 12 minutes from now. So let's go through these really quick. And then 12 minutes from now, I'm going to chop this up and then we'll see what happens. All right, I think we left off right here. So 1750, 2150. All right, got a small little jump. Oh, I'm so curious to see what happens to this field view PSA 10. What happened to you? What happened? 81. All right, that's good. That's good. I'll take it. I believe, yes, this, let's see, what's the serial number on that? 997. So what I like to do is because Probstein sells a lot of cards, I like to double check that these are actually mine. So the serial number ends in 997. and that one is mine. So we will see what happened on this. 182. Perfect. So that's one of those cards. It has dropped a little bit in price, but honestly, I'm super happy with the price based on, you all can see, this is my very conservative projection of what that card was going to sell for. So I'm super pumped with it. Honestly, if it sold for 100, I'd be happy. 182, I'll take it. Okay, a Mint 9 field view. What happened here? 3187. And then last but not least, I have another Zion Mint Red. I got really killed on these reds, I'm going to be honest. 3606. All right. So what I usually do during this time is I will also go over to this document and I'll update these expected prices, and I'll bake in essentially the 10 to 13% fee that Probstein assigns based on how much the card is worth or how much it sold for. And I'll essentially subtract that from this cost. Once I actually get a finalized report, I'll put it in this sale column. So it's actually a finite number. This is my expected value, but then I have a sale value. And then essentially I'll just swap those numbers over and then I'll have an accurate number. Hopefully that makes sense a little bit. So, all right, guys, I'm going to see you guys in a couple of minutes, and then we're going to go back into some more action. So stay tuned. All right, guys, we are back, and we have a couple more auctions that are about to end here soon. So I'm going to run through them real quick just so you can see the prices. So Julio Rodriguez 9 of 550, Gleyber Torres Metallic Snowflake 4588, Juan Soto Chrome Refractor 96. This tricolor Lamar Jackson 10 for 153. Update Soto for 80. Update Soto for 41. Patrick Mahomes jersey 73. Mahomes XR 130. Lamar Jackson jersey 2438. Lamar Jackson 10 for 380. Trout 9 for 7177. Mahomes 9 for 44. Threads for 29, a Trout for 62, Soto for 80, another Soto for 20, 50, a Lamar vertical this time for that same type of card for 66. Mahomes blue for 295, Mahomes jersey for 195.50. It's really cool LeBron for 147.73. This Franco for 167.50. This Lamar that we just looked at previously, but this is my copy for 202. Trae Young for 106. Fernando Tatis 265. Cunha 98.77. Soto 535. Cunha 128. Trade 275. Trade 293. Louis Robert 220. And then a Doncic for 390. Man, I've got a ton. Soto for 115. This is going to be a big lot, guys. Gleyber for 137. And then lastly, a Trey for 43. So this is going to be a lot of action. And I believe it's going to start here really soon. Okay. Really don't even want to open up this card because it's not that cool. All right. I really want to see what happens to some of these things. I'm going to try to open up as many as I can. And if this thing crashes and if I get blurry stuff going on, forgive me. But I really want to see what some of these go for. And especially this Prism right here. It has been getting a lot of attention from guys like Sports Card Investor or whatever. I don't listen to Sports Card Investor. I listen to my own investment advice. That's what I would advise you to do as well. Don't listen to somebody's tips, but he has mentioned people, and it's also drawn a lot of new attention, which, take that for whatever it's worth. It's kind of like Gary Vee in a way, which I guess it's a good thing if it helps my sales. But all right, so that ended 827. This Gleyber, man, I'm really disappointed in this Gleyber. 6101, that stinks. 113 on the Soto, 214 on that Lamar, nice. 85.99. This is probably not going to go that much higher. This is what they've been ending at. 85, 52 for the 9. I'm very happy with that. 85 on that 9, 132.65, 37. Oh man, I'm missing the Prism. 380. Dang, it didn't move. Oh, that stinks. 100 on that Trout. Wow, nice jump. 57 on the 9, 38 on that 9. All right. Here, I think this is where we left off. Let's see here. So I'm not going to go back through and do a recap. I mean, I guess I can, but you mainly saw all those. But I'll quickly go through and reference the prices just so that you all can see the prices again for the things at the top. But I'm not going to open up everything again just because it's going to kill my computer. Really curious what this Wanderer did, because I projected that to go higher because I paid a lot more than $167.50 for it, so I might have lost my butt on it. But this is hopefully evidence for you guys that all this stuff balances out. You can take a $100 loss on a card. It's not the end of the world. All that matters is volume. Like, your risk is whenever you buy, and if you buy it and it grades out well, great. If it doesn't grade, it is what it is. You sell it. You win some, you lose some, but overall, hopefully you're winning more than you're losing. And then in that case, you're hopefully coming out ahead. Almost at the end here. All right, I'm going to let these guys play out. So let's go up here to the top. That way we have a reference point. I believe I started at this 8.5. All right. Trout for 62 jumps to 64. All right, very nice. 91. So the Soto was at 80. All right. So nice jump. This was at 20. I remember seeing that. So that's 27. This was at 66. And it jumped to 70. Oh, I don't want to see. I don't want to see what happens to this blue. Please tell me it didn't stay. It basically stayed. It basically stayed. 300. I would have hoped to get more than that out of it. But I will say, well, that didn't jump that much either. Just jumped to 202. All right, it jumped a little bit. Wow, the LeBron didn't jump. I'm going to say I'm actually super surprised. I want to see what the bidding history is on this. All right. See, you can see some of these, again, I don't know who's bidding on this and why they bid in increments, but whoever bid in increments ended up winning. I don't know. It's so weird. Actually, let's click on some of these. So that, again, it jumped to 209. All right, well, that's helpful because I paid, I think, something like I paid a lot for this. I paid $317. I lost my butt on it. But again, you win some, you lose some. So again, take off about 13% from that. So, I lost probably about $80 on that card. Again, it's a gamble. All right. So that one went way, way higher than the one that I bid on. So that sort of shows you the trickery in Probstein. It's almost like if you are the second person, in a card that doesn't come up that often, people may have FOMO and they bid on it. So I'm kind of curious what that bid activity looks like because it jumped a lot. It went from 202 to 318. And I actually have a couple more of these. So bid activity doesn't look sketchy, at least. Well, I mean, you never know until you click on the bidder, right? 29%. So maybe, I don't know. We'll see if it gets relisted. Hopefully it doesn't get relisted. My relist percentage with Probstein is relatively low. It's I would say for each one of these auctions, I may have 2 to 3 cards that get relisted, and that's about on par with most of my auctions of this volume. So just sort of my little small sample size. So as Trae Young went from 106 to 140. Let's look at some of the bids. And again, so I don't know what these 5 bidders are. So that person bids a lot. I don't know. That's super, super sketchy. It is super, super sketchy. And I understand why people see that. But again, this person bids 5% and wins. So I don't know. I don't know anything why that would be the case. But it is kind of sketchy. I don't know. All right. So Chrome update Fernando 265. That didn't jump. Let's see what this one looks like. So 53. But again, it's hard to just look at the percentage because you're only bidding on 5 items. So, and it looks like 6 bids with one card. So I don't know. It's really hard to do with a small sample size like that. It's much more sketchier if somebody has a low number of feedback, but also a high volume of bids. That doesn't look good. Okay, Acuna 98.77. And again, this also happens at normal auctions. People just place bids and, it just kind of is what it is. So again, like this person has 13% bid activity, but he's bid on 41 items and has total bids of 117. So I don't think that's sketchy. And you can't also discount the loyalty in customers. I know that PWCC had claimed that. Take it for whatever it's worth. I'm not really judging, PWCC. Oh, I am judging PWCC. So I don't use them anymore for the reasons that have been outlined, extensively on Blowout. This I'm very, very happy with. This card was like at $150 earlier today, and I was like, oh my gosh, man, what did I just misjudge this? So it was a red ink Soto that jumped to 610, so that's good. All right, pretty solid stuff. Hopefully it's a good collector that got it. So 23% bid activity. Again, hard to say. Maybe he's chasing after a bunch of things, and once things packaged together, who knows? But more than likely that's going to get paid for, I would imagine. Elite Farmhands, again, man, what did I pay for this? A 174. Wander Franco is killing me, mainly because it's not Wander Franco, it's the grades. The grades are killing me, but man, Trey Young is not killing me. So 275 up to 338. This is going to be an interesting one. Oh, I'm curious. 366. Oh, man, what a jump. 293 to 366. Whew, that's big. And I'm curious with this Louis. What did the Louis go for? 281? Oh, my gosh. That is insane. It is insane. Dude, the market is insane right now, guys. I'm telling you, this is why... This is why I don't invest in stocks other than my 401k. This is insane. So I had really low. I altered my projections on this list post Corona because I was like, man, I bet the market's going to tank. So this number of 19,000 it's not going to be 19,000. It's going to be substantially more than that. So I'll do a recap video and I will have the final projections once I actually get my sell spreadsheets. That way can kind of get a little bit of continuity with this. That way you all can sort of see the behind the scenes. I'm not surprised by this. Again, this mimics exactly what I said in my last video. Luka Doncic is one of those players who was pumped up artificially and his prices were high. And so coronavirus isn't impacting Luka. Coronavirus is not impacting all those other people that I just went through. Or, well, I shouldn't say that. It is impacting things like Trey, but again, this is rare Trey. Like this Court Kings Heir Apparent auto PSA 10 number to 199, that is rare Trey. This card right here, this Dominator, is numbered to 50. So it's rare. It's rare Trey. That sounds really super cheesy. So rare cards are doing very well, but also players who weren't pumped. So if you were not pumped artificially and had a lot of speculation built into your prices, you're going to be doing fine in this coronavirus time. I hate to say that lightly just because of all the things that are going on, but at the same time, all of us have collections that are valuable and we want them to remain valuable. So I'm not making light of the situation by any means whatsoever, but at the same time, again, this is an almost $20,000 order, and I really want to bring you guys what the real-time market updates look like and how they've altered my projection. So again, this figure was 20,000. I knocked it down to 19,000 just in some quick assessments and me going through here and looking at cards. But now it's going to go back up, probably way above 20,000. Okay, so this one jumped a little bit, 115 to 128. Again, this highlights, guys. PSA 10 is driving the market. PSA 9 is good, and PSA 9 is good for certain players. PSA 10 is driving the market. Now, this is why I looked at this Gleiber earlier in my tab. So this sold for 148. One of the last raw chrome autos that sold actually sold for like 170. So even this PSA 9. Now, I shouldn't say that because a lot of people are going to take that for to basically say, well, PSA 9 sell for less than raw. That is not my experience. That's anecdotal with this card. And this card really has an easy gem rate, so I can see why some 9s are going less. But I just showed you guys a Topps Chrome update Juan Soto that sold for, I think, $50 in a PSA 9 form. And you can buy that card for like $25, $30 raw. So a 9, I almost doubled my money on a 9. Now I didn't double my money because I had to pay grading fees. But, oh man, that tray price, 43 to 57. Oh, that's ugly. All right, guys, let's see if I didn't miss something because I just rambled forever. Did I miss any other cards? And I'm sorry, I haven't gotten a chance to look at anybody else's cards because I'm more worried about mine. And again, this is so fun. This is super, super fun. Clicking on cards and see what happens. I don't think that's mine, but I think that we are getting close to one of mine. Because I thought I saw that mega. Oh gosh, we are. We're getting into some big stuff. Okay. All right. 1 minute away. This is good. This is really good. All right. Right at the top of the queue. Hang on. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when does it end? All right, guys. Here we go. Round 3. This is fun. Oh, this is so fun. So let's go ahead and open these bad boys up. Let's crash the computer again. And hopefully ScreenFlow does not crap out and have a cap, because this is too much fun, guys. You cannot miss this. At least it's fun for me. I don't know if it's fun for you guys. But it's really exciting for me, especially to see the jumps at the very end. Now, I will say, this is not all of my cards. Now, I had a couple in last night that I forgot about. And then there was also an issue with one of my card auctions that I had to message Probstein about. It was actually a Patrick Mahomes Illusion PSA 10. And it was listed as a Lamar Jackson Illusions PSA 10. So I contacted him. He got it fixed immediately, and it's relisted to end in a couple days. And I'm glad, too, because nobody was bidding on it. like nobody was looking at this. Oh, my... Dude, the prices on these cards, dude. Oh, my gosh. This is insane. This is insane. All right. We're going to watch this. We're watching this. I don't expect this card to jump. If it jumps, I'm going to be super surprised. Well, I mean, I guess it could, because there have been a couple $6.49 and $6.99 buy it nows hit recently, but most of the ones at auction have not been bid up. So it looks like that one's not going to get bid up. We'll see if anything happens last minute once it loads. 117, not surprised by that. 50 goal line, not surprised by that. Super surprised by that Kawhi. 270. Actually, I'm not, because I think a Raw came close to that price. 58 for that Threads. Again, that is more than what a Raw Threads will go for, just FYI. 90 for the Illusions. That didn't move. 165. That's higher than what I thought. Again, I blame investment guy on that, sports card investor. Select 255. I'm super happy with that. Not happy about that one. I'm happy with that because I just had one also end earlier, so I had 2 of those. Very disappointed with this. This card I thought was going to be a big SP, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's unfortunate. I'm very happy with this, and mainly it's because Sports Card Investor has brought me interest in Lamar. So thank you, Sports Card Investor. I appreciate that. Bowman's Best Mike Trout, 247. This is just insane. This is just insane. I'm amazed. 8.5. Super disappointed in that grade and that price, but again, you make up for it. So what did that go for? So 601. All right, let's go through here really quick. I'm not going to be able to get the rest of these that are also mine, so we're going to stop here at this Trout. There's other stuff that just ended, so let's go up to the top just to do a quick comparison. I mean, hopefully this is exciting for you guys. All right, so 601, 100 to 117. Then we got to skip down here to the goal lines. That was 50, 50. That didn't move. This Kawhi definitely moved, so jumped a lot, 272. This Threads jumped to $1. It's a big jump. Big jump. Illusions did not move. It's pretty interesting. It's cool seeing what moved and what didn't. So 165. I'm curious what this bidder looked like. So maybe somebody with a lot of feedback is listening to Sports Card Investor. I don't know. I don't know, man. Whatever. Listen to whoever you want to. 237.50. I'm not saying his videos are good. I'm not trashing him by any means, but he has brought me interest in Lamar. I'm just saying, like, my auctions bumped up after one of his last videos. 70, 70, 41 to 46. This jumped up. This Lamar color burst. Or color, yeah. And I think this is a rare parallel. This is going to be a popular parallel one day. Mark my words. One day, whenever I'm long, dead, and gone, people will dig up this video and know that I was right about color bursts. All right, 230 to 247. I got to see what this looked like. What did this look like? So what's this top bidder? 24%, 66 items bid on. I mean, I don't think it's going to... I don't think that it's necessarily going to not get paid for, but you never know. Let's see. That one looks legit. Somebody got a really good price on this. Somebody got a really good price. That's better than an 8.5 for sure. And look at that, 8.5 prism. So the funny thing is I bought these for like $10 to $12 a piece, and I got killed on the grades. That card is better than an 8.5. Let's just put it that way. PSA is super harsh, but thank God, man, that I got the market right on many of these cards, because the market has just gone up for base prism. I mean, just in a short period of time since the last time I sent these off. So again, this order I sent off in mid-December, so I'll link the video again. But man, this just goes to show you all, you buy... Man, I'm going to have another video, and it's going to be about trends. I can't tell everything just because there's so many trends that you have to be involved in the hobby to learn about. You buy baseball in the off season and sell it during spring training, or even spring training, no spring training, whenever coronavirus has crashed everything, you're going to do good. Always. You always do good whenever you do that. Buy baseball in October, right after the World Series ends. November, December, early December, dead of November, that is the best time to buy baseball. Guaranteed, 100%. All right, we got some big boys coming a little bit later on here in 12 minutes, so let me run through these really quick, and then we're going to chop up this video. So that ended at 39. That ended at 68. Man, big time Kawhi moves. Love it. 111 for that Threads. 111. Unbelievable. 52 for the 9. I hate to see what a 10 would go for. And then 61 for that mini. Man, 9s are moving. The market is moving. The market is definitely going crazy right now. All right, so let me hit search really quick. That way it'll get rid of all those items and refresh up here to the top. Now, again, I did say that refreshes prices a little bit. So these are the things that I have coming up. It's not a lot, so hopefully we actually get to watch some endings, and there's going to be some super exciting endings, hopefully. So it's this batch of cards right here, and then after that, I believe that I have a couple more cards maybe sprinkled in. Definitely my Giannis's, the 2013 Prisms are coming as well. So I'll find those, but we're going to cut up ahead to the next section. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we are back. So I have a couple more auctions that are going to go off here soon, and these are going to be some big ones. So I want to start this a little bit earlier. If you want to skip ahead 3 minutes, go for it. But I'm at least going to tell you guys some of my strategies and why I decide to do some of the things that I do, especially group cards together in lots. So some of the things I've noticed whenever I've consigned cards is if you ship a bunch of cards to a consignor and they list them individually, what can happen is, especially in the case of a lot like this, the consignor may list all 10 of those cards individually, and it will flood the market for that individual card because the buyer pool really is looking at just buying one card. And if there's 10 of them, that dilutes the market, right? So more supply, less demand. What I've actually found is, and this is incredibly fascinating, is, and I don't know if it's always true like this, and we're going to find out, but whenever I group the cards together, it does two things for me. One, it puts me into a different fee structure with Probstein, which is great. So this is one of the things I hate about PWCC whenever I used to consign with them is if you sent them a lot of something, it didn't matter if it was graded or not. It was subjected to a very high fee structure. It was like 20% of the auction price or something crazy. But with Probstein, and I love Ricky for doing this, Ricky is my man. Like, let me tell you, by putting things together like this, the auction itself is assessed based, or the fee structure is assessed based on final sale value. So the higher the price, the lower the fee structure. So by combining everything together, it's actually cheaper for me on fees. But the biggest advantage, and the thing that I've found the most helpful, is I'm actually going after a different pocket of collector. And the collector that I'm looking for, the investor at this point, is looking to buy product in bulk. And they're willing to pay more if they can get that in bulk without having to do bids on 10 different auctions. I know it sounds super, super stupid, but just from my experience, I do so much better whenever I actually lump things together, and I don't sacrifice or kill my own auctions by diluting the market of my own product. So guys, this is going to be super fun. I hope that I get to see some jumps. If I don't see jumps, it is what it is. I don't care. I mean, I do care. But the prices are going to be really, really good regardless. So, all right, my computer's already getting super slow. I should have opened this up a long time ago. But here we go. We're going to watch these guys roll in. Then I also have this one. All right. So let's see. Yeah, these are spaced out a little bit. So I like this. We actually get to watch each and every single one go where it should go, which may be nowhere. All right, so these Mahomes, they jumped basically $5. Okay, I'm okay with that. The Sotos, I'm not really expecting much movement on these because this is a little bit higher than what they've been going for, I think. So if they actually jump any at all, I'm going to be kind of surprised by it. I'm actually a little bit surprised the Mahomes didn't go up a little bit. I would have thought they would average about $100 a piece based on recent movement. But it's okay. For this lot, I was actually, and you can actually see my sticker right here, lot of 3. That's literally how I ship it to the consigner. Like, sell these as a lot of 3. And they do it, which is fantastic. They do a great job listing it exactly as I would like. And look at that. It jumped to exactly, it jumped to what I expected. So I expected 150. Oh, dang. So that didn't move. Oh, no. And that did move. Okay, sweet. Dang, those jumped quicker than I thought. And that went to 220, and that jumped to 73, which I don't think it jumped. All right, let's do a recap really, really quick. I missed the big one. Man, I need to keep my mouth shut. All right, 455 to 460, that didn't jump too much. 186.50, that didn't jump at all. This jumped pretty high at the end, so I was expecting 150, and whenever I type in 150 on this sheet, I don't type in 150 total. Where are... I'm blind, man. I'm so blind. Well, whatever Christian Yelich is on here, you guys are going to be able to see it on here. There we go. So I had these selling at $50 a piece. So basically what that means is I expect to clear after fees $50 a card. So this didn't meet what I thought because this is $155.97 minus the fees. So really I'm going to get about maybe $45 a card. So not that big of a deal, but just to kind of give you guys a little bit of insight on how I record things. So this did not move, which I'm kind of surprised by, but I'm also not surprised because it did get bid up like pretty early, way back earlier, and it has a very, again, somebody is like going after Lamar like crazy, which is great. But this is also a card that, again, I expected to crash, and it didn't crash. Now, having said that, before I jump into the next one, I want to show you guys what some of the Lamar Jackson Optic PSAs have been going for, earlier in the day. So let's do 2018, just in case there's anything else. Then we'll go to sold. So you can see mine are already getting captured there in the recent sold history list, which is pretty cool. It just shows how quickly that pops. Actually, so that one that I bid on actually outsold mine. So I did outsell mine. All right, so one of these optics sold for $160. I wonder if that's mine, because I don't know if I have, how many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So one of these I did sell individually on its own, and that one actually might be mine. I may have just missed it. So again, this is a lot that I sold yesterday. So that sold for 93 from these 2 9s, and it's about in line with what I expected. So yeah, this is what I was getting at. So yeah, one of these sold for 192 yesterday. One sold for 151. So honestly, I'm at the high end of the curve. But these have been trending up lately. So I'm pretty happy, honestly, with the sales, which is really cool. I'm a little bit disappointed. in my Mahomes, man, because these, and the reason why I'm disappointed, and I posted about this on Blowout, not everybody is able to see this card, and I kind of got screwed on this, and maybe even the Lamars, and maybe even the other Mahomes. So I got screwed a little bit on this. So let me show you why I got screwed. So the listing category for this is under baseball. So actually, whenever I tried to search for this, I'm going to show you guys. Well, you won't be able to see it now because it takes a while for it to populate into sales. But if I looked up Patrick Mahomes PSA on my search, it would not show this auction. If I search Patrick Mahomes Optic or Patrick Mahomes 2017, it would not show. And that's because my search automatically defaults, like the eBay algorithm automatically defaults to the sport that it should be, which is football. And it completely omitted this auction. So the reason why that makes me a little bit upset is because if you've been following this market, and I have, because I've obviously a vested interest in this, somebody got a deal on this. And they got a deal because they sell for about $372. That's about the high end. Now some of $375, $330. So 325 is. I have seen one hit 300 a couple of days ago, which was and that was one that ended in the morning. Nobody's going to end their auction in the morning. So 356. So 370. So usually 350, 375 is about where they're at. Some of these also sold. I don't know if some of these did hit over 400. Just having me narrowing down the search. So this one ended at 1545. I mean that's basically like 310-ish a card minus the fees. Now, again, I still did better than my projections, which, again, those were outdated projections. I will say prior to the auction, I will usually update this list to have it be much more accurate of real-time projections and then see what happens. But this was projections from, really basically whenever I got the grades in and then whenever coronavirus really hit. So I had to lower those. So I'm disappointed in this. This auction should have really gone for, let's see here. So 5 times, let's say 350. So it really should have gone for about 1750, maybe even a little bit higher than that. But, it's all right. No big deal. I'm not too worried about it. Ricky does a great job with my auctions, and mistakes happen every now and then. And who knows? People might have actually seen it, and that might have actually been the final price. So let's see this one. Yeah, so you can see some of these again. So it happened in my Lamars. I think everything that was a lot for me was listed as baseball, but it is what it is. Usually most of the buyers see stuff anyway, but I think that probably did hurt me a little bit on the optics. These 8 sold for 73, so that's good. Let's see, really, really quickly. I'm not done. I have a couple more big cards that are going to hit here, and I might keep you guys here. I'm not going to deviate away and cut into the next one just because I want you all to see it. I'm not looking at what I want to look at. I want to look at this. All right, so let's click the search button here, get a swig. And no, this is not alcohol. This is a PG-13 channel, not for kids. But it's PG-13. We're keeping it clean on here, or at least we're trying to. Just in case someone who is older than 13 but still a kid, wants to get into cards. I'm keeping it PG, man. I'm not like these modern people that just like to drop F-bombs on ESPN or, not ESPN, I think like TNT. I mean, seriously, guys. I mean, not getting on a soapbox. All right, did I miss my Giannis? Did I miss a Giannis? Let's see. Did I miss Giannis? No. All right. 2 minutes. Perfect timing. Make sure my mic is on. It would be a shame if you guys missed this commentary because I did not have my mic on. All right, I'm blown away with this card that I'm about to show you all. And if it goes any higher than what it is, I'm just gonna be shocked. Because even the blue version of this card is close. Dude, it's already getting shot up. It's insane. All right, this is getting insane. So these are mine. Let's see if I can pull them up. That one's not mine. The ones that say high end are, I've already looked at these previously. So again, there's 9 already. There's $100 more than me. So maybe they're still building their auction, and that's why it's higher than mine. Let's see. I don't want to miss this. All right. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. I cannot believe this is a $500 card, guys. So again, if you look at this contenders, I got 2 of these and I put one back in the collection, but I estimated a sale value of around 300. Again, super tough to do. I can show you guys right after this what the sale values have been for some of the other contenders cards. But dude, this is crazy. This is crazy. I am amazed. Last update, I don't know what that means. I don't know if they made a change or had to clarify something, but all right, let's see what happens. Oh my gosh, these are all going bam, bam, bam. Son of a bee stings. What? It just jumped to 743? What is happening? What is happening? Oh my gosh, this is insane. This is so crazy. All right, this is not going to jump. There's no way. This is about what they've been going for, and yeah, that was dull. 640. All right, I'm happy with this. I'm happy. 660. This is good. This is good. All right, it didn't reach whatever the $700 one was. There was no FOMO there. $743. Oh my gosh! He wanted more. He wanted more. All right, he has a lot of bid activity. Maybe he wants a lot more Probstein. I hope that gets paid for. That's crazy. That is insane. All right. Come on, FOMO. Kick in. I don't want to be the lowest Giannis 9 sale of the night. All right, 6. All right, so maybe people are bidding the same amount. All right, let's see. We'll see what kind of fishy business we got here. So 660, 61. And it looks like, I guarantee it's going to be the same bidders. Same bidders. So, all right. Let's see here. Did this go to Gary V maybe? I don't know if that's Gary V's Twitter handle. Anyone know what his feedback is? Is that 323? 1 blah, 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 7. I forget what it is. It's like Edinson Investor something. So maybe not. I doubt it. Okay. Actually, are these different? Oh, so the masked ID is, so it's 323, but each time it's a different character number. I did not know that. Interesting. So eBay must have changed that. Okay, let's see who won this one. I wonder if Gary V got that one. Edison Investor something. I don't even know if that's his handle. So he may not be buying Giannis PSA 10s, but if he is, or 9, he's going to enjoy. Guys, this has been mind-blowing. Again, sales are not down. This is more evidence why cards are better than stocks. I'm on cloud 9. I'm basically talking nonsense right now and irrational hot takes. So it's best for me to turn this video off ASAP and just enjoy my night. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys learned a little bit and also had some entertainment because this was super entertaining for me. But we're going to be back with another video shortly, and I'm also going to do a recap video of this just so you guys can actually see what it looks like from a spreadsheet perspective of what I get from Probstein and how I can punch that into my spreadsheet. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys. Adios.